loved her. We got your viewer emails, and she's back. The amazing Shalish Moore. Welcome back to the set, gorgeous.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you do make everything pretty, like you said weeks ago.
We like to make it all sparkle.
You do. Now, let's just take a full look at this beautiful setup that you have. What wedding would not look like the royal wedding with a display like this? And this is just a little bit.
This is just a little bling.
Little bling.
We have lots more bling.
You can go all the way or just a tiny.
That's right.
You know, some girls might like just a little sparkle, and some people like me would like all out sparkle. So today we're going to talk about the sparkle. This is some of your favorite things to do and work with. You said gold's really popular this year, right?
It's very popular. And gold is one of my favorite things. And sparkle is one of my favorite things. My staff jokes that about how I like to make everything sparkle and bling. And then my other vendors all the time get on to me and said, how much stuff can you actually put on a table? And I was like, it's not through. It's got to be pretty. So, you know, that's one of the things that also sets us apart. You know, I even have vintage weddings that they're adding just a touch of bling and sparkle into, or gold, or a touch of the silver, which is really, really pretty.
And most people come in, you know, brides, they kind of know what they're looking for. But what's really cool is really, truly, you have a little of everything. So it's like a kid in a candy shop.
We are like a candy shop for young ladies. We are for brides. It's nice because women are very visual. And if they can walk in and see exactly what they want and see it already there, they can go, I want this, I want this, I want this, and you make it pretty. And a lot of times by the time the bride leaves, she's just like, you handle it, whatever you pick, you got everything I like. Everything I was looking for is right here.
You do have a touch, because I'm going to say in the wedding industry, as you know, my daughter's getting married. In the wedding industry, you hear all these things about all these people. And I've heard so many amazing things about you. In fact, I met you at an event that you had set the design for, the tables, and it was so spectacular. I thought, I have to meet her and have her on the show. But you really do have a sense of, you know, making it fabulous and listening to what the person wants.
Yeah, you really have to listen to your brides these days. When they come in, you have to listen, and you have to look to each one's personality, because everybody's different. Everybody might like bling, but they might like it in some different form.
Right.
So you really have to listen to them, and I tell them to bring their Pinterest pages in, bring me pictures, and I sort of use it like a psychological test, and how that I'm looking for the same things to come up over again, and the same styles and the same looks.
Right.
And that really helps me bring their look together for everything.
But first, let's start with the tablecloth on this whole look. I think this sets the pace for what the look is going to look like.
Sequins are hot this year.
This tablecloth's gorgeous.
Yes,
gorgeous.
it is. And I did not make this. I did not get my bedazzle out
you did
and
not?
make this. No, I did not.
That would take a lot of bedazzling.
Yeah, I'd be up to the wee hours of the night. But sequins are very hot right now, and you're seeing them in everything from blush colors to silvers to golds to champagnes, and they're showing up everywhere, and they are just lovely, because at the end of the night, when you start firing up all those candles and they're twinkling, it just glistens. It's just really, really, really pretty. So yeah.
And then you've set this table with lots of gold, so we've got a beautiful statement
chandelier.
Piece. Yes, chandelier, and then lots of little pieces that just add to it.
You do, because again, you want stuff that is different heights on your table, and you want stuff that again isn't very low and isn't very high, but also you want the different styles and the different textures. Some things may be shiny with some like mercury glass added to it, some may have the mosaic to it, some may have the glitter, some may be the rose gold. And then by doing different kinds of golds, it doesn't matter, because I have a lot of people asking, it's got to match the exact kind of gold that's on the Chiavari chairs. And I'm like, listen, when we add up and change up these golds a little bit, it brings the whole look together. And at night, all cats are black. So it's all about the sparkle is what it's about.
Right.
So yeah.
And I think what makes you unique and different too is you do all of these amazing rentals. But first and foremost, you're a floral designer.
We are.
And so let's go to this magnificent, fabulous, beautiful design. Now this could be at the head table.
It could be at the head table. It could be at the buffet. It could be on a bar.
Multiple. It could be 8 or 10 of these.
Things.
It could be on every table. I mean, this just is a statement piece.
It
just
is.
Like your
and that
candelabra.
centerpiece can lift up and go on something like this, or many other different things that we have styles of. Because we also have clear glass. We do a lot with clear for those who want a very subdued, very simple kind of look. Because you know you got to have things. If you're going to be able to sell them, you got to have stuff to offer.
Right.
You know, and a girl can't have enough things. So. But yeah, we love, and that style works so good with so many things and shows off very well.
Well, thank you for coming because we have so many brides that are tuning into our show. We have so many people that, it's really, like you said, Pinterest is so popular now, and, all the other different places where they can look at what they like. But putting it together to make it your own signature wedding, is something that ideas can help, but putting it together is a real picture story, don't you think?
Exactly. We're the ones that take your stories and your pictures and everything, and we bring it to life. We make it happen for you. That's our job. I have everybody go, you're like little elves, and everyone saw you. You were there, you were gone, and it was done. That's what we do. We are the elves. We go in, we set it up, we make sure it's beautiful, we make sure it's the way you want to, and we dot those I's and we cross those T's. We are very detail-oriented people because that's what people notice, especially in weddings. It is the details.
Right.
And we
all
want to
about
make
the
sure
details.
it is all about
the
the
details.
As a mother of the bride, you know that.
Absolutely. And you know what? I love her favorite tagline. It's make it pretty. And that's what you do best. You make it all so pretty and fit together and gorgeous. And we are going to have you back on the show. We've gotten so many emails about your last segment. You're just going to be a regular.
Well,
so
awesome.
we're going to be hanging out with us. So let's say goodbye, good night to our viewers out there, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
To view this entire episode or to view other past episodes, please visit our podcast site at DeborahKennedyShow.com. You can view the complete episodes right on the website or subscribe to the show via iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Thanks for watching.
Our crew was so excited when they heard this guest's name, and it is one of your favorites, one of my favorites, and definitely one of the crew favorites. Our guest, Beatrice Gill. Welcome to the set tonight, gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Deborah. It's so good to see you. You look fabulous.
Thank you, as do you. And oh my gosh, Bea, can you even believe we have been doing the show 10 years, and you were one of the first people that started out helping us and volunteering and really making it the show that it is today.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. But I know that I was a bit bossy, but the green room was always in perfect order. Always plenty of food.
Well, bossy's probably what gets you to the success you are today. You've done so many great things, and it hasn't been 10 years since we've seen you last. It's just been a few years, but you're doing so many amazing things. But something I'm super excited about, I swear, your new invention. I know you're going to get on Shark Tank, but I'm going to be the first to call it right here on the Deborah Kennedy Show. This is the hot item. But you're an entrepreneur, you're an inventor. And when we take a little break and come back, we're going to show your invention. But let's talk about it first. It was out of necessity that you invented this product, correct?
Yes, Deborah. Not everybody, it just wakes up being a bombshell like you. Some of us have to work a little bit harder at being a bombshell, and sometimes we need a little bit of extra help. And my little invention actually came out of necessity. I was making an appearance at an event, and they had a bathroom that you could tell was geared towards guys.
Right.
The mirror had rust coming through the back. I couldn't even see myself. The light was one single bulb hanging from a string. I mean, I thought I was in the 1900s. I mean, really, I did. And I just knew that I needed something more in order to make those appearances possible. So I put together this little dream bag that I can take anywhere with me. It's got a mirror, it's got a light, it's got room for my shoes. I can fit 3 pairs of shoes in there, Deborah.
So we're going to bring it out in just a few minutes, but you are a woman that balances everything. So you're a pageant girl, won so many state, national titles. You're a mom, you are a wife, you're a daughter, and you do all these things so well. So what you invented was something not just for pageant girls, not just for soccer moms, not your cheerleader, not just for cheerleaders. You invented something for women in general on the go.
Well, and even guys. I mean, there's not. Guys want to look good too. I mean, we'll have to call them something besides bombshells. But yeah, absolutely, anybody can use this.
Right, and I love the name Bombshell.
It's a bombshell survival kit.
I love it.
Not all of us are natural bombshells, but we can fake it a little bit.
I love it. And you know what? I think of when I one of my favorite shows is the Shark Tank. And when I see the people come in with their inventions and really sell it to the people that are there going to invest their money into it, this is one of those things that I think for sure I could see 4 of them fighting for it, because it is something that the price point's good, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit, but like you said, it's out of necessity. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to let you show the bombshell survival kit, and we're going to let you show the features of it, because I think it's truly ingenious.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
That sounds like fun. I'd love to show it to you.
Okay, we're going to see the bombshell survival kit when we come back with Beatrice Gill. I would love to invite you to tune in every Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. right here on Access 21 for The Deborah Kennedy Show. It's about life. It's about women finding themselves, men trying to get their groove back. It's about fashion. It's really about anything that involves lifestyle. We love what we do, and we would love to see you here on Saturday night at 9:30 on The Deborah Kennedy Show. And now the unveiling of the bombshell survival kit. Bea, I'm so excited. This is it.
This is it. It's a rolling bag that's FAA regulated, so you can put it in as a carry-on immediately if you travel a lot like I do.
Right.
And they come in all colors. I can actually make it so that whatever your personality is, we can find a way to do that. And of course, we
Right.
personalize it and customize it, and our logo's right there.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, and the size impression's perfect. Like you said, it's like perfect to check the bag, perfect as a carry-on.
It is. It really is. And I'll tell you, I can fit 3 pairs of shoes, 2 dresses, all my jewelry, all my makeup, and all my skincare in here.
Oh, wow.
So it is just amazing. And my crown and sash, actually.
Oh, wow.
So it really just carries everything that I need for like an overnight trip.
I'm
So,
obsessed already.
and the really neat thing about this is that it just hooks over the top.
Okay.
It's a little bit awkward here.
Okay.
It just hooks over the top there. We've got a light right here.
Oh, you just
And then
touch
you've got
it?
your little,
Oh,
it's
I
just a
love
touch
this.
light.
Your mirror.
You've got your little mirror right here. And then, of course, there's plenty of pockets. I mean, we've got pockets on the side. I use one for skincare, one for my hair accessories, for my
Right.
jewelry here. But the easel is what's really neat here.
This is
the
an easel?
Yes, it's an easel, and it actually sits inside of the bag. It's Velcroed in. You can put your paperwork behind there.
Oh,
You've got little
wow.
pockets, and I personalized it for Lisa. This is from Mrs. North
Oh,
America, my
love
very first
it.
international order.
You're international? Oh, I
Yes,
love
yes,
it.
it's my very first
International.
one. And this
Okay.
actually will open up and sit on any table.
So it is
so-
a real easel.
It is. It's
This
a real
is
easel.
so
It's very
cool.
lightweight. And then, of course, the pocket just comes right off.
Oh, wow.
And then I can change the mirror over.
Oh, this is genius.
And then I can sit on any tabletop so that I can actually have like a bird's eye view of my face, a really
Right.
straight on view of my face. And I can do my makeup. It's that
This
easy.
is genius. I am
Thank
so
you.
excited about this.
Thank you.
So this is not only just really cute and fun, but it's so practical.
It
I mean,
really
I
is.
could use this, I mean, it's something that you could travel with, that you get so much use out of. My favorite part is the light.
And the light is removable, and it can be moved onto the easel. You can move everything here around. Even the brushes are Velcroed in.
So this light's
So-
even Velcroed.
Yes, it's Velcroed in. It just comes right out, right off.
Wow.
And then you can put it anywhere. You can
wanna
move
put it
things
there,
around. Yeah, you can
right.
actually move it. Not right now because the mirror's there,
Right, but you
know,
could.
you can move everything
Instead of the
around.
mirror,
Yeah, instead of the
right.
mirror, or you can move the pockets
These
off
pockets
and move
down.
everything down. It's all Velcroed and removable. Really easy to use. And another really neat thing is that you can place the easel on top, and so you have a higher view in case you are actually sitting down. You can put it right in front of you and do your makeup.
Right. So when you
pretty
invent
easy.
things, I'm always like so amazed at people that do inventions. So when you were thinking of this, where there are so many processes of you talk to so many different companies and in the country, out of the country, looking for different prices, and then add this, don't add this. You have obviously spared no expense at making it perfect, but it's very practical because the price point of it's very good. So how did you do that, Bea?
Well, a lot of it was doing a lot of research on the internet and finding out what works and doesn't work. The very first prototype that I made, I opened up the top of the bag and the light flipped off and hit me in the face. and I got a black eye. So my first bag gave me a black eye. And with a bombshell survival kit related injury, I knew I had to make some changes.
Right.
So I went on the search for a light that
Because
was...
it's not a real bomb, it's a bombshell survival kit.
Right. You'd like to survive using your
Right.
kit. And so I had to research the lights, and I got in contact with some really great companies that sent me some practice pieces, and I said, it's too heavy, can we redo it, can we make it lighter? It comes with batteries, so when you get it, this kit is ready to go. You don't have to do anything else to it. Just take it with you to your next trip. And I wanted to make sure that all of it was safe, and that the products weren't going to cause anybody to get any rashes, or that you weren't going to be allergic to any of the pieces. So it was a labor of love. But they've only been on sale for 2 weeks, and they're selling great. So I'm very excited.
I love it. Well, the one thing I want to say, we were talking about women that were entrepreneurs, and we always like to empower women and lift women up here on the Deborah Kennedy Show, as well as men, of course. But when we were talking about entrepreneurs, you were the first person that came to mind, because you are a master at reinvention and inventions. And you really, anything that you touch is going to be such a success. And thank you for stopping by the show tonight and sharing with us. And thank you for being in our lives for the last 10 years, Miss Beatrice Gill.
And because you have been the very original bombshell that's inspired me, I wanted to bring you your very own bombshell survival kit.
Oh, Bee! Oh my gosh, you mean I'm going to have one of these survival kits?
Yes, and it's personalized with your name. This is our beautiful model, Bridget. Thank you,
Bridget, our Vanna. Gosh, oh my God.
This one is just for you.
Oh my God, look at this. My own name, my own crown.
Yes.
I love my job, and I love you. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is overwhelming. I want to cry.
Oh, don't. You'll ruin your makeup. Bombshells don't cry.
Thank you so much, Bee. This means so much to me.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for inspiring all of us.
Thank you, Bee. And audience, I just want to tell you that when we were talking about bringing people on the show that really were an inspiration to all women, Beatrice Gill is just that. She's an entrepreneur that really, really, really works to make whatever she's doing happening, and it is going to be big in a huge way. And you know what? If you have an idea, you can make it happen too, because women make the best entrepreneurs.
Would you or someone you know like to be a guest on the Deborah Kennedy Show? We are looking for you. We're a lifestyle show. We're looking for experts in their field. Or maybe you have something that you think our audience would love to hear about. Email me at deborah@deborahkennedyshow.com, and next Saturday night, you could be sitting right next to me.
I am thrilled to have an inspiring woman as my special guest tonight, Miss Trinity Wright. Trinity, welcome to the set, and I am so honored to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be on your show. I love watching it, and now I get to be on it. So
it's been
thrilled.
too long. I'm thinking, why haven't we not booked her as a guest? Because you juggle so many different hats.
A lot.
You former pageant girl.
Yes.
You are an entrepreneur, and you are a princess bride to be.
Yes.
Plus, you're an actress. And the reason I really wanted to talk to you is about how you juggle all these hats, but also, in the actress arena.
Yes.
People think that you're an overnight sensation.
As I laugh.
But it doesn't happen that easy.
No, definitely not. I mean, it's a different journey for everybody. Some people's journey is a little faster than others, but it's definitely not an overnight thing. It takes lots of preparation. For some people, years, that are in the game. Any kind of extra work they can get, any kind of small commercial, which leads on to the next thing, which leads on to the next thing. And honestly, with acting, that's what it takes. You just have to be willing to jump in and take those small parts. That way you can network and hopefully get experience to get to the next part.
Right.
And just keep building and building. I know for me, that's how it was. I built my resume, my training up as much as I could back home in Kansas City before I moved here. But I got to a point in Kansas that I needed to stretch out and I needed to do more in a bigger market. So I went out to LA a little bit. It was a little too difficult. I wasn't quite ready. So then my agent back at home in Kansas City said, hey, well, you need to team up with some, there's a great agency called Evolution Talent on the opposite coast. They're like, you should really move out there and build yourself there and then try to, build out a little bit more to the other coast. And, so it takes time. My journey's been a long journey, but it's been worth it because now it's really, it's really paying off, and the
Right.
bookings are coming in. So
Yeah,
it's
I see
exciting.
you like booking all kinds of jobs. But it is really the secret. I think is what you do. When you said you will take whatever to make those connections, and some people will get jobs and they'll say, "Oh, that pays what? I'm not doing that." Well, if it's your craft, it's with like anything, you need experience.
Absolutely.
And I've had so many friends to move to LA to become actors or actresses. And everybody in LA either wants to be a producer or a director or an actor or involved in the business because, typically LA and New York's where the big markets are. But, it's very difficult because here you're competing with 50 people. There you're competing with 5,000 people for every single role or, whether it's print or, commercial, and you have to have so many different agents. And if you don't book jobs, the agents drop you.
Absolutely.
And so here I think it is you're so smart because, if that is something that you want to pursue, then you have to put your time, your investment, and it will happen. And just like you did, it's happening for you now.
It is, yeah. And, and I've had some great little roles here and there, but this is honestly the most consistent it has been for me. Like, I literally make my living as an actor,
Right.
This is kind of crazy that I'm an actor, but yet I have education from the University of Kansas as I actually went in as a pre-med major, and I have a BA in human biology with a minor in psychology, which I'm obviously not using right now, but that was my plan B, so to say. And I've always worked in doctor's offices or have done little odd jobs here and there, but now like really this is the first time in my life that like for the last almost year I make my living as an actress.
Right, which is
and
rare. Most people can't say that.
Yes, and it's so I'm so blessed. I'm either auditioning and doing my own bookings. I'm very, very blessed that Evolution brings me in to help train a lot of their new talent or to help with their workshops. I do some teaching with Talent Inc. So if I'm not acting, I'm coaching. It's awesome
All
that I'm
works together.
doing nothing but acting. It's fantastic.
And you have such a positive attitude. I think that goes a long way too. And what she means when she says is this is the first time, that means she's getting paychecks. She can pay her bills with her acting.
Yes.
So when people say, "What do you mean?"
Yes.
That means I can pay my bills. I'm in a good place.
Yes.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to show some of your pictures.
Okay.
And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Trinity Wright.
It's fashion. It's beauty.
I personally believe that every single person can do something.
It's celebrity.
And then you were starring in Whitaker Bay.
Whitaker Bay, which was, of course, a North Carolina based.
It's fun.
Holy cow, I'm on the Deborah Kennedy Show. It doesn't get any bigger than this. It is huge.
Join us here on Saturday nights at 9:30 on Access 21 for the Deborah Kennedy Show. Beauty from the inside out and the outside in.
Now we're back with Trinity Wright. We love those pictures.
Thank you.
You've done so many things. And how long has it been since you've lived in Charlotte with your acting career?
I moved here 4 years ago.
It's only been 4 years.
Yes, and what's
Wow.
crazy is a lot has happened in 4 years. And I'm really happy that I made the move from Kansas City and being in a smaller market to this bigger market here. Because in the 4 years I've been here between Carolina and Atlanta, there's so much going on here. It's like a little mini Hollywood, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of projects. People have no idea how much television and films, even big budget films, to local smaller things for film festivals and whatnot. Like there is a lot here. I mean, that's how I'm able to make my living
bills,
doing it,
right?
right? I mean, it's so great because I used to have to have like my day job at the doctor's office, or and run over to the next job and then go home and do an audition taping so I could get it turned in on time.
Right.
And it's just nice that like this is what I do.
Right here
It's
in your
acting.
backyard.
Yep,
You don't have to
here.
travel that far. Atlanta's 4 hours away.
It's not that bad. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
That's right, especially when you're getting a paid gig,
Yes,
right?
yeah, it's worth it.
So you hear so many people say, I don't really want to spend any money. If the agency loves me, why should I have to get my pictures done? What do you say to that, Trinity?
As I'm sitting here giggling.
Because you hear it all the time.
Yes, I can hear it all, especially helping out at Evolution Talent with a lot of the new actors and models they're bringing in. It's like any industry, you're going going to have to invest in yourself. And I always like to use the example of medicine, since I was a pre-med major, like that was what I was going to do. Well, what did I have to do? I had to go to school. I had to pay for it. I had to pay for all of the classes to take my MCATs. Then I had to pay for, the schooling and to get my doctorate, and then all the testing that comes along with it. So I have to invest into my career, and your acting is exactly the same way. You have to have amazing headshots, because some things are booked just off of your headshot. So if you don't have a good headshot, you may not even get in the door, but you have to have training, you have to have a resume, you have to invest into it.
Because you have to be ready to go on an audition.
Absolutely.
Not just because you don't know how to audition if you've never done it before. And the headshots need to look like you. Like us being pageant girls,
yes.
We love the makeup.
Oh, and love some Photoshop.
Love the Photoshop. But when you're actually doing your photos for the acting arena, you have to look natural. You have to look like you do when you walk into that audition.
And that was one thing that was challenging, honestly, for me, being in the pageant world and also in the acting world, because in the acting world they want it very natural. It's all about you. I mean, it's not uncommon for them to say, hey, come with no makeup on, like we want to see you. And for a pageant girl, we're used to head to toe,
glitz and glamour.
yeah, like head to toe, we're polished and we're ready to be on camera, on stage. So that was something that was kind of not difficult, but it was a weird transition, like having the pageant versus acting, because it's so much more natural. They want to see you because they want to style you the way they see the character. So definitely a little different. But so much
totally
fun.
different. It was the hardest thing for me.
Yes.
Because I'm like, because you think you don't look good. Okay, so we're gonna end, but I want you to tell me, you're such an entrepreneur. Your lashes look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
You do a lot of pageant training.
Yes.
So what is the one secret for pageant girls out there that we need to tell them about?
Oh my gosh, there's lots of little little tricks and tricks out there.
Right.
But eyelashes and makeup is a big thing for me, because that's what they see first, is your face.
Right.
And I am addicted to a new product called Unique.
Yes.
And they have what's called 3D fiber lash. I have it on right now.
Oh,
and
you look
it is
amazing.
insane. Like, because I used to use fake lashes when I would compete and be on stage in front of the camera.
Right.
Not anymore. Like, it gives the appearance of fake lashes or extensions, but it's natural and it looks more natural.
I'm gonna say I love it. I love it.
I had to give some to
Oh
you
my
once
God,
I got it.
She did gift it to me.
I did. I was like, you have to try this.
I'm obsessed with it
Oh my
because
gosh.
it really does look like false eyelashes. But the secret is it doesn't irritate my eyes. I can, I don't have to take it off, and they look like, it makes your lashes look
Seriously.
like
And they're safe if you
lashes.
wear contacts.
Right.
If you wear glasses, you may feel your eyelashes kind of hit your lens a little bit, but I think that's a
Right.
good thing because they're so long. But
Right.
I mean, they really are. I wish I would have had the Unique 3D fiber lash when I was competing in pageants, because I wouldn't have used the fake ones. I would have
Right.
used those, and I love
Yeah.
them for being on camera as an actor, because it makes my eyes really pop on camera, but still looks natural, which is fabulous.
Yeah, you have it all. Well, you have versed us on being an actress and some tips on that. You versed us on, how to get fabulous in the pageant world. And then you versed us on some real life tips. So you are the full package, girlfriend.
Thank you. I try.
Thank you for stopping by the gorgeous Trinity Wright for hanging with us tonight.
Thank you for having me, Deborah. I appreciate it.
So Trinity Wright, you will be hearing her name, and she will have her name in lights very soon. She started in Kansas, moved to the Carolinas, but LA, look out. Trinity Wright is headed your way.